Man, I don't even know how to describe it. Ultraviolet is an awesome name because that's what it is. That's quite a wide range of adjustment.
Whoa, it's really pretty. It's pretty low.
It's super low.
Yeah.
5'3.5", she claims.
It's pretty smooth.
What's going on, everyone? We're going to put together a Euphree bike today, and as you might have guessed, it's the new Solar Sparrow. So they made updates. The Solar Sparrow was their like really lightweight, simple bike, belt drive, and they made some updates. So cliff notes on this one, they upgraded it from 500 watt to a 750 watt motor, and instead of being belt drive, this version is chain drive, and it is a 8-speed, I believe. And I already saw the color marked on the side of the box. We got ultraviolet, so it's like a bright purplish kind of color. But let's check it out and see what it takes to get this thing put together. Look at that. All right, we got a lot of zip ties to remove. Let's just get these all off. Here's our box of accessories: charger, pedals, reflectors, and Euphree always gives you these bags. Oh, there's the headlight. Oh, this is like a backpack one. Oh, I've never had this one. I always get the small ones. All right, we got a big mess. We got a lot of stuff off. I think we just get this bike out of here now. So lightweight. Holy cow. All right, just showing you what I find here. So this was protecting the disc. It was on there like perfectly. Let me back up. So that's good. The other side got busted off, the one that was in here. So I got a bunch of plastic rammed down into the axle. I'm gonna have to like dig it out with a knife or a fork or something. Little things that come up like that in shipping you just got to solve, right? Now I have heard from Daniel at Euphree, they're going to be updating this one more time, I think later in the year, and they're going to have a belt drive option again. So in the meantime, they've switched to the 8-speed chain drive for the Sparrow while they work on the newest version of the belt drive, and then going forward they'll have both options. So if you want some gears to shift through, you can get this 8-speed. If you'd rather have the belt drive, they're going to have that updated version, I think, later this year. And if you didn't know, it's one of the reasons I like Euphree. Number one, their bikes are really freaking nice. Good quality bike. The other reason is they are building their own manufacturing facility in the United States. Yes, they're going to actually make an e-bike here. They're going to make a bike in Houston, Texas. The building's like already built. They're building out all the production lines. So you want a company that actually builds in the USA? These guys are going to very shortly. All right, now for this wheel. Since it's all jammed up with that plastic, rather than try to dig it out, I'm just going to try to punch it out through the opposite side, like this. There it goes. This little piece is crammed in there. Our axle is right here already in the dropout. Slide that out. There you go. Now this can be kind of tricky. You got to remove the brake thing right here, that piece of plastic in between the brake pads. Should I flip this upside down? Okay, we're just going to be real quick. So slide the brake disc down in there. Line it up so it goes in this side actually. Through there. And then it just screws in to the opposite side of the fork. Just one bolt with a hex head on it right there. Okay, we got a wheel on there. All right, if you don't got one of these things yet, you got to get one. They're so handy. You just dial it to the air pressure you want. I don't know what these require. Let's see. All right, the Kenda Quick 6, it says 20 to 40 psi. So I'm going to do it at, how about 33? All right, tires are all set. Check this paint job out. Here's the front fender we got to put on. Can you see the paint? It's like, man, I don't even know how to describe it. Ultraviolet is an awesome name because that's what it is. There's blue, there's purple, there's pink, there's red, there's all kinds of color in there. And this is one of the things I like about the Euphree bike. So these fenders are thicker than normal, so they don't get all dinged up and bent up. And then color match to the paint. Yeah. Who does that? No one does that. Every bike in this garage has black fenders on it. No one ever color matches the fenders. That makes it look really sharp. But there's just a bunch of little things like that, you know, paint matching the fenders, little things like that Euphree does that makes these bikes feel more finished. I'll show you another example right here. The pedals, right? Well-go pedals, but they're not the standard black ones that on every single bike. These ones have like a rubber texture to them, so they just kind of feel a little bit nicer on your foot, honestly. But it's just dumb little things like that. You're like, yeah, they really kind of put thought into every single piece of these bikes. So nicer pedals, double-sided chainring, Suntour suspension posts, so cushy, soft, paint match fenders. The wire routing, you only see wires right here. Nowhere else on this bike do you see wires. The rear rack isn't just, you know, a generic rack bolted onto the frame. It's kind of got this cool design where, so it mounts here underneath the fender, and there's a bar that runs underneath the fender. You don't see it mounts in there. That's how this thing is kind of like a floating rack like that. You got a torque sensor here, but you can also program the bike to be a cadence sensor, so you can have either or, whichever one you want. All right. Starting to look like a bicycle. We gotta adjust these handlebars a little bit. Let me put the seat up a touch. I'm over the maximum height for this bike, honestly, but okay. So you can bring this all the way back. Let's rotate the bars up. So look at the difference. All right, you can be all the way like that, or like down like that. That's quite a wide range of adjustment, but I'm gonna bring it like super tall. I want to be upright on it, like right there-ish. One thing left to do, I think. We got to put the headlight on it. Other than that, it's all set up. That was super fast. I'm not even sweating that bad yet. All right, we just wrap this around the handlebar, put our bolt in there, tighten it up. All set. Is the power on? We got a battery in there? Battery's in there. Hit the throttle. Okay. Oh, I hear my brake disc rubbing. Another adjustment to take care of.
Whoa.
Okay, initial reaction. What do you think of the color?
It's really pretty, actually.
You like that one?
I do.
Okay, it's cool. It's like dimensional. It's kind of purple. It's kind of
like
blue, kind of.
Like chromey, kind of.
Well, it's a gloss paint job, yeah. And it's called.
Looks good.
They call it Ultraviolet.
It's really pretty.
Okay. Color pretty sweet. Now the big questions: seat height.
Wait, actually, it's pretty low.
It's super low.
Yeah.
5'3.5", she claims. Okay, that's minimum seat height right there.
Does it?
Yes.
It can go down lower?
No,
Oh.
that's the minimum. What do you think?
No, it's good.
And you got the suspension post still.
Yeah.
You don't have to take that out.
Wow.
So, I mean, you get your feet down pretty easy there.
Pretty comfy.
Okay, we're 2 for 2 then on that.
Okay.
There's one thing you're not going to like.
The thumb throttle.
Thumb throttle on it.
You know me already.
I know you're twist only, but.
Oh, I like it. I like it better than the green.
I think I like the belt one we had was green.
Yeah.
I think I like the Ultraviolet cooler than the green. It's a cooler color.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It also comes in like blue and orange. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bars are good.
We'll touch
Everything.
the floor.
Everything good.
Yeah.
Rideable. Easy to get on. Okay. This is meant.
Actually, I think this is meant for a short person like me.
Yes. Yeah. No, because I'm taller than what they say it's supposed to want.
Yeah, the handlebars, like, they're perfect. I don't have to go like this.
Yeah, I moved them way back so you can reach them.
Well, I like the...
You like the swept back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is meant for the shorter ride because it's only 26-inch wheels instead of
Yeah.
27 and a half. Okay. Sweet. Wow.
So yes, for me.
Mrs.
Let's see how it
Citizen.
rides.
Mrs. Citizen approved. All right, let's take it for a ride then.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
It's pretty smooth.
See how quiet it is?
Yeah.
Can't even hear the motor.
No, I love this one.
Oh, whoa, love it. You never say that.
There's only one thing that I would change,
So I
and you
gotta
know it.
Twist the throttle. I know.
Yes.
You look good on it.
I like how it rides.
Now, before we hear it in the comments,
What?
that's where you like the seat. You like your feet flat on the
like-
ground. You don't care
yes.
about your legs extending.
I don't really care.
Yeah. That color is bright.
It's very bright.
I like it. The more I see it, the more I like it.
No, it's really pretty, actually.
I think because the fenders are paint matched as well instead of black.
Yeah.
It just adds more color to the bike.
Yeah, I like that it's not too heavy and like big.
I think they say it's under 60 pounds. So way lighter than a fat tire bike. I'm going to slowly convert you over to skinnier tires. The more I ride the fat tires, the more I'm like, oh God, I like the
No, I
Stellar
like
Falcon
this one,
tires.
actually. I don't really like them that fat.
I can't hear that thing at all.
It's so quiet.
It's not, and that's the chain drive. It's not the belt drive one.
Yeah,
It's
it's
real quiet.
very smooth.
Yeah, you got gears on this one. The green one didn't have any gears. What about acceleration?
It's good.
You're always complaining when they're like real jumpy.
It's not jerky at all. This is probably my favorite Euphree.
Oh, favorite Euphree. And the Stellar
The
Falcon.
white one
what?
that you're riding?
The one I'm
Is
riding.
that the City Robin?
No, this is Stellar Falcon.
Oh, okay.
This one's probably too manly for you.
Yeah, and the basket's kind of heavy on that one.
Yeah, she doesn't like the front basket. I might take the front basket off as well. We'll see.
It's pretty. I like the color.
It's very pretty.
No, this one I would ride.
You look comfy on it.
I'm very comfy.
A lot of times I put you on these and you're like really
I know,
hesitant.
I'm like struggling. Yeah, this one is, I approve.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I got a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, it's
pretty effortless to get on off. You can see it's a physically smaller bike too.
Yeah, this is definitely for little people like me.
Actually, I wonder if I can, let me put mine next to yours. Okay, how's that? Can we see the difference? How much bigger the Stellar Falcon is? It is a smaller bike.
Just a little bit.
Well, we're who it's made for. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm made for that one. You're 5'3". You're made for this one.
Yeah. Little bike. Big bike.
Yeah, that one's
like
probably...
I'm struggling.
Yeah, the stepper's
one,
even
yeah.
higher on that one, isn't it? I didn't...
Yeah, this one's definitely, like, even if I put the seat down.
Is that... That's not the whole way down. You got another inch to go.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Go,
like,
go the whole way down.
I have to put it all the way down.
And you're on your toes more on that one. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still rideable, but...
It's rideable,
It's
but
you,
I'm comfy.
yeah, it's you
on
being
this one.
comfortable, you know? That's the difference.
Yeah.
You're flat-footing that one. And that one's way lighter. Because this, I
Way
think,
lighter.
with the baskets and stuff, this is like 85 pounds now.
Yeah.
With this one's, I think, 59-ish. Can you lift it?
This one?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you got it off the ground. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty light, actually. Okay.
you could lift it if you had to, basically.
If I had to. This one?
This one, don't hurt yourself.
Probably not. Oh, I can do that too.
You can do it.
Been working out. So. But
Okay.
I think I prefer this one. Okay.
Okay. Now look at this. I had to get another clip because she actually, on her own ambition, took the bike out to ride with our daughter. My wife hardly ever rides e-bikes. I have a million bikes in my garage. She never takes them out. But she took this one out.
Hey.
We found your bike, huh?
My e-bike. I like this one. Come on. This is a good everyday bike.
You're making my kid all sweaty pedaling while you cruise on the electric? Come on. All right, folks, my turn to take a ride on the updated Solar Sparrow. And I gotta tell you, I'm noticing two things right off the bat. Number one is how quiet it is. They updated the motor. It's the same motor they use in all their bikes now. Consistent across the board, that 750 watt Bafang motor, very quiet. People aren't even gonna know this is an e-bike going by because you're not gonna hear the thing. Plus with the battery kind of hidden in the frame like that, they won't even know. That's the first thing I see. The second thing I notice is it is a physically smaller bike, which is probably why my wife was so comfortable on this thing and it fit her so well. It is definitely smaller than the other bikes in their lineup. I'm probably a touch too tall for this one. I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm probably over the maximum rider height. I'm perfectly comfortable on it. I don't mind it at all. I'm in a good ride position. I don't really care if my legs are fully extended to pedal or not because I'm on an e-bike. I don't pedal hard all that much. So I'm perfectly comfortable riding this, but ideally this is, I think, for the shorter rider. And I think that is the spot that this bike is carving out in their lineup, right? So that's the first thing it's doing. It's the bike for a shorter rider because it is a physically smaller bike. The second spot this is carving out in their lineup is that it is the entry point into the Euphree bikes. It's the entry level price point, $17.99 for this one. The other ones are $21.99 for the City Robin and $22.99 for the Stellar Falcon. So this is their entry point. It's insane to think that this is the entry bike for how nice it is and how well designed it is, because it has all the same awesome design features of the more expensive bikes. You know, it's got the nice thicker paint matched fenders, good set of tires on there, the display that you can do cadence or torque sensing function. It can do the start strength. There's a lot of programmability in here, adjustable headset, nice grips, good brakes. I mean, the good motor, the frame and paint job are beautiful. All the welds are ground and buffed smooth. So it has all those same awesome design features as the more expensive ones in the lineup. All the hidden wiring. I love the hidden wiring. You know, it's nicely wrapped here and then it just disappears into the frame. So it's got all that same stuff, but yet this one is, you know, the least expensive of the lineup. And I figured out, I think, the two main differences. So the first is battery size. It's got a smaller battery pack. It's 10.5 amp hours instead of the 15 amp hours that's in the other ones. And then there's no suspension fork on this one. Other than that, it's pretty much, you get all the same awesome stuff. The Suntour suspension seat post. So really a pretty nice entry level bike. Now the main difference from this updated Sparrow from the last Solar Sparrow is just the belt drive versus chain drive. This is now an 8-speed chain drive instead of the belt drive. Spoiler alert, they're gonna update that belt drive, and I think you'll see that belt drive come back towards the end of the year, and they'll have both options, chain or belt, whichever one you want. But this is chain drive for right now, 8-speed trigger shifters. I'm in like 5th gear right now. My pedal cadence is pretty slow, even at 12, 13 miles an hour. And if you bump it up to gear 8, your legs are barely moving. I'm gonna put up a snapshot of me pedaling this thing at high speed so you can see how slow the pedal cadence is. And that's because of the 10-tooth cog on the back. It just gives you so much pedal feeling at the higher speed. And I think they sell those aftermarket. If you want to change your bike to have that 1032 freewheel, I think they sell those. But the shifters work great, pop right into gear, no trouble. I like the trigger shifters better than the thumb one. I just think they work better and they're quicker and faster and just they look nicer. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the 8-speed on this. All their bikes have 8 speeds now. And I've got this thing set up in torque sensing mode. You can also pick cadence sensing mode if you want that instead. But I'm a big fan of the torque sensor. And I keep it in usually sport mode, and then you just get more power as you push harder. And this is, I believe, class 3 capable. So we can probably go 28 miles an hour here. I'm gonna punch the throttle real quick. We'll just throttle only and see what it runs up to right here. So there's 27.5. 27.7 is the highest I saw. So yeah, no trouble going up to those like class 3 speeds on this thing. It's a nice little bike, man. This one's probably gonna stay around for a while. Well, there you go. Really nice updates to this Solar Sparrow bike. You know, Euphree, their design updates are very well thought out. So they must have been receiving feedback from customers that they wanted a few gears to shift through on the Solar Sparrow bike, and that's probably why they made these changes. But nicely done. Very nicely done. Very nice looking bike. Very great design. Very smooth ride. And my wife is definitely happy with this one. This is probably gonna become her bike. But I'll put a link to this one below if you want to check it out, see if it's the right fit for you. Make sure you buy the right e-bike that matches what you want to do. I get that question so much. Suggest what bike I should buy. I don't know you or how big you are or what you're going to use it for. It's hard to make bike suggestions. If you end up buying one of these and you click through my link, you'll get a free folding lock with the bike. So check them out and drop your comments and questions below. I'll do my best to answer if I can. Hope you enjoyed the video today, found it helpful. I'll see you in the next one.